Hi everybody. I decided to do this in my car since I'm waiting on my daughter and I have just not been feeling the best this last week. I'm just having some pain. It's nothing major, just some normal just aches and pains and just kind of overdoing it. So that's one thing. I am a little over like 3.5 weeks post-op now. I have lost 41 pounds, probably a little bit more. I haven't weighed myself in like 2 days, but 41 pounds officially since beginning my pre-op diet. I'm feeling pretty good. I did get sick the other day and I went and saw my doctor too. He's just basically said I was doing too much. I need to just chill and this is a good reminder, this is a reminder not just for, obviously for me, but everybody. Like, you may not feel like all the stuff inside. You don't feel all the sutures and all that. Like, you start feeling better and then you're just like, oh, I can do this, I can do that. And, you're tired of, just kind of lounging, sitting around. I got tired of it and I wanted to go do this and that. Well, then my surgeon reminded me that, hey, you had major surgery and you need to remember that you have sutures that aren't healed and stuff inside of your body. So it's just a good warning for everybody to just make sure that you're, mindful of that. Just lesson learned. So anyways, I'm going to show you guys some of the pureed foods that I ate, give you guys some ideas what I have done to kind of sustain myself for the last, I don't know, I guess 10-11 days I've been on pureed diet. I haven't hit a stall yet. I foresee a stall coming once I hit like soft food stage or when I hit like regular food stage, but I haven't really had too many issues. I can say constipation is a real thing. Like, I have been able to stay pretty well hydrated. I do alternate between water and Gatorade. Gatorade is the Gatorade Zero. Make sure you're doing the Gatorade Zero or like Propel or something. Any like electrolyte drink without sugar. I've been alternating the two to make sure that I'm getting enough of nutrients. I am doing a smooth move tea like every night. I talked to my doctor. He said that's fine. He said just make sure it's not too hot because right now he's like very adamant that I need to be careful because the sutures or whatever inside your body they're very sensitive. So just listen to your doctor. He said just let the tea cool down. Don't let it be hot. So I've been doing that and that's been keeping me pretty regular. So it's just something to be mindful of, get a stool softener or something. And then if you've noticed you haven't gone, I wouldn't even wait 2 days. If you haven't gone in 2 days, like, I would take a stronger laxative. That's just what I'm doing just to make sure, because I do not want to go through that again. Actually, like I said, I'm doing really good getting all the nutrients in. There was a point where I was like, oh my God, I am not really feeling like much fullness or anything, but that's more because you're having your you're having a lot of liquids, so your body really isn't gonna I don't know, some people are different, but my doctor explained to me how the rerouting and everything, how that works, and it might just be kind of not necessarily going in and then straight out. I'm babbling, so I want you guys to, just comment below on the other things that you want to know. Like I said, I haven't had any real big issues with pain. Like, I was so worried about drinking water and it like hitting my stomach and my sutures and my internal sutures, and it was going to be like so painful. I haven't had any of that. Now the other day I kind of like was just wanting like a sandwich kind of thing. So I had made tuna salad and it was fine. I had it one day and it was good. But then the next day I was like, I really want like some sort of bread. So I made a keto chaffle, and I will put that recipe here, but do not do it until you are in the food stage. Don't do it on the soft stage. Don't do it in the pure stage. I'm going to tell you, because it will make you super sick. my doctor said, yeah, he's like, bread is like one of the harder things to digest. So even if it's like keto, you know, almond flour bread, I got so sick. Like as soon as I ate, I didn't even think. So the truffle bread is probably about, you know, about this round, you know, it's not even that big. It's like a little waffle. I ate maybe 3/4 of it. It did not digest at all. I went to bed. I went straight to bed after that. I felt so sick. I was like Thanksgiving Day full. Like I felt like I'd eaten so much food. So the next morning I get up, brush my teeth, and sometimes when I brush my teeth, I don't know if this happens to you guys, like it makes me gag. So I did that and I just threw up everything. I'm not trying to be gross, but it's just warning you. Like it's like you're doing what you're supposed to do, because I'm not. Oh, that was horrible. And then I don't know, like I just feel like it's important to listen to your doctor. I've learned my lesson. So more to come. I'm going to put all the recipes and stuff in and show you guys what I've eaten, and I will keep you posted. I don't think I'm going to be doing a weekly video, because I think right now it's just kind of redundant, right? You know, just what I'm just doing, because the pureed and then the soft food stage is not going to be that much different. But I will probably do, especially with the holidays, you know, I'll try to at least do every 2-3 weeks video and get it posted, because I want to keep up. I am starting to notice my clothes are already fitting differently. I tried on some jeans today and I'm just built weird. My legs are super skinny. I carry most of my weight in my belly and my boobs, and I feel like I do not, like I felt like I've lost weight in my stomach, but then I've lost weight in my stupid legs too. It's so annoying, but that's a good feeling. I have bought a few things just because I had gotten rid of a bunch of clothes, which I'm mad at myself about. I didn't even think of it. We're here in Germany, you know, and so I got rid of, donated a bunch of clothes to the refugees when they were here at Ramstein Air Base. I mean, I probably like 3 bags of clothes. I had tons of clothes. And they needed it more than I do. I'm fine. Like, it wasn't, you know, I don't regret donating, but I don't have that many clothes, and the clothes I do have now are fitting really weird. Stuff is starting to look really boxy on me. So I was happy. I got into a couple of dresses that I haven't been able to wear like ever. I put those on today. I was gonna wear it, but it's kind of cold out. So anyways, it's just exciting. I think the journey itself is exciting, and I think the most important thing that I feel for me mentally is way more control over food. Like, I'm not constantly thinking about what I'm going to eat, you know, or centering everything around food. It's more about the experience of, you know, what I'm doing and where I'm at. So anyways, more to come. Okay, so for the baked beans, you need to soak them overnight in the refrigerator. Then I put them in the crock pot. I put 7 cups of water, cumin, chili powder, garlic powder, fresh garlic, sauteed onions, and I put this on high for about 6 hours. Then you take it and you drain the water out of it, the liquid out of it. Once you've done that, you heat your pan and just use a little bit of olive oil and kind of fry them up. It gives it a good taste. Then after you've done all your frying, and it's not really like deep frying, it's just a kind of like a saute. Once you do that, you start mushing it up. I would use an immersion blender, but I couldn't find mine, so I just used my masher. It's much easier if you use an immersion blender, and you get it much smoother, but it still tastes really, really good. You can add liquid to it that's left over in your crock pot. If it's too dry, some people like their beans a little bit drier, some like a little bit more like silkier, so it just depends on what you like. This recipe is lentils. It makes a lentil wrap. It's literally a cup of lentils and a 1.5 cups of water you soak for 2 hours. You can season it with whatever you want. At first I didn't season it with anything. Then I added garlic powder and some salt and pepper. And then you make it like a pancake. It turned out really good, and I was able to tolerate this on week 3. Then the other recipe that I made was mashed cauliflower. I used sauteed onions, sauteed garlic. Make sure you boil your cauliflower till it's nice and kind of like al dente, like when you eat pasta. I added some beans, white beans and garbanzo beans to it to add some protein to it. And then I added a little bit of milk and some sour cream. And here is the result. So you just blend that up, and this is what it looks like, and it was delicious. You don't really have to add that much milk because there's a lot of moisture in the cauliflower, so be careful when you're adding it. Also add a little bit of butter too. It's up to you about what kind of beans you use. You don't have to use the beans. I don't think next time I would use these chickpeas because it kind of gave it like a hummus flavor instead of, more of like a creamy mashed potato type flavor. But definitely the white northern beans was good just to add the protein. Here's a couple of pictures of the meals that I've eaten during the pureed stage. This is a eggplant, kind of like lasagna. This is the chaffle that I don't recommend you eat during the pureed stage. It's a picture of me just kind of giving you an idea of my weight loss. This is a soup that I ate, a ramen that I ate. I ate the chicken and the sauce out of it, maybe a few noodles. This is on our vacation. One of the soups that I ate is a tomato soup with mascarpone in it. Picture of my girls in Prague. And this is what I ate right after that for lunch. I did have a few fries, which I don't recommend, but I did eat that soup. Here's a picture of me regretting I ate those fries, and some pretty pictures of Prague. And then we had a spaghetti meal, which if you're gonna do it, chew it really, really good. It was the lentil wrap that I made. I did taste it. It was really good. I did not eat this. This was what I had made for my daughters because obviously during the pureed stage I'm not ready for all this, but it was good, and I will use that for my future kind of like wraps and sandwiches. Probably my favorite meal was eating these beans that I made. They were so flavorful. And then the cauliflower, and I pretty much ate an egg with both because eggs during this stage is just so delicious, and it kept me alive. I have lost 42 pounds thus far, and I'm going into week 5 now. So hope this helps you guys.